Welcome back. Today, a new shocking admission and apology from the U.S. government for a secret study where people were intentionally infected with diseases. From 1946 to 48, medical researchers with the U.S. Public Health Service infected nearly 700 Guatemalans with gonorrhea and syphilis without their knowledge or permission, and about 1/3 of those people who were infected never got adequate treatment. Secretary of State Hillary Clinton and Health and Human Services Secretary Kathleen Sebelius issued an apology for this experiment. Bob Bazell, NBC's chief science and health correspondent, is here to help us understand more exactly what happened. Bob, instantly people started making comparisons to the now infamous Tuskegee experiment that happened in Alabama. Why are we learning about this now?
Well, it was hidden away, and interestingly enough, Tamara, some of the same people who were involved in the Tuskegee experiment were involved in this. In this situation, people, as you said, were intentionally infected. They were prisoners. There were people in mental institutions, highly vulnerable populations. They were prostitutes who were told to go out and spread the infection. And it's true that most of them were treated with penicillin, but some were not treated. And Francis Collins, who's Dr. Francis Collins, the head of the National Institutes of Health, just held a telebriefing. He called this one of the worst chapters in the history of medicine, and very few people would disagree with that. They're setting up several commissions to make sure that this kind of thing can't even possibly happen again. But this was something that was carried out at a time when the U.S. government was trying to find out about sexually transmitted diseases, and it had the cooperation of at least some people in the Guatemalan government at that time. There's also some talk of whether there'll be reparations for the families of these people, but they say they haven't gotten to that point yet until they find out exactly who was involved and whether they can locate the families. But again, these people were injected with material that came from the United States into all parts of their bodies, including into their spines, and when you read the details of this, it is just sickening.
Yeah. I just want to quickly read up part of the apology today that was released. In part, it says, although these events occurred more than 64 years ago, we are outraged that such reprehensible research could have occurred under the guise of public health. We deeply regret that it happened, and we apologize to all the individuals who were affected by this abhorrent research practices. We'll be talking about this unbelievable story throughout the day. Bob, thank you so much for joining.